All right, I think we're live. Okay, I'm gonna hit that. God, doing this on OBS is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Hey, was that about swearing?
That's true. Okay, let me do the promotions for stuff, and then we will.
You are live. I can see that it is live. We are live. And I can also see the chat. Yay. Everything's functioning properly, mostly. Also see the chat. Yay. Everything's functioning properly.
Okay, hopefully I can do the promotions here without completely screwing this up. As long as you can keep track of the chat, I'll eventually make you a moderator, I promise.
It will take time.
Yeah, this is my first attempt at doing the Facebook stream, and it's not Facebook. God dang it, the YouTube stream, and it is quite the nightmare. I'm gonna just go and say that. Okay. Put in a couple of people we met at the gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, I promoted on a couple different services here. We'll just hope for the best. Well, that's going on. All right.
So this. You would probably do the promotion before we start the stream.
I needed the link to where the stream was going to be. Plus, giving it a couple of minutes doesn't really matter that much. I posted on X. I posted on the Facebook. Not that anyone ever watches Facebook anymore, but whatever. And like that's all I can do. And then maybe people show up or maybe they don't. Who the heck knows? My own channel isn't even used to me doing this, so we'll just go as it goes. But okay, so one of the cool parts about this mod is that we get a bunch of different character classes. So ignore the character sprites here, and all these character sprites will look ugly or damaged here. But if we go down, so we have the Knight, proficient with most arms and armor. The Monk, Shaolin Mystic, striving for balance. The Enchanter, focused on strengthening others. The Paladin, a wholly armored defender and healer, who we're going to start with Paladin as our lead, because it's just, you have to.
We got it.
We have the Master, which wields intense power when unarmed. So, like, basically, just skip ahead on the Monk to getting to its better version. Priest, holy men can save the day, so basically a proper white mage. And then we also have the Battle Mage, equal parts wizard and defender. Very curious about that. The Ranger, jack of all trades, master of none, so basically a red mage character. The Ninja.
Hey, I was just checking something. We're a little quiet on YouTube.
Okay, let me adjust settings. Because I know I don't talk loud. My master is high though. I'll pick that up a little bit more. I honestly hate screwing up these settings. It's such a pain in the butt. Everything looks like it's okay. We'll try it from here. So the Ninja, Shadow Warrior, and a natural assassin. Archmage, your magic is quite destructive. So basically, hey, do you want like all magic? Because that would be kind of fun. Sage, their knowledge of magic is unparalleled. So yes, we have an Archmage and a Sage. I'm assuming the Sage is all magic, and then the Archmage is probably just powerful black magic. It's using the black mage icon there. The Rouge nimbly runs away from foes, and that's it. So we're not using a Rouge because they're pointless. Sage could be kind of fun, as it is a modified red mage sprite. It's just supposed to be the all magic type. Archmage is now our standard wizard. Ninja, always fun to just have a ninja. Ranger, we're skipping. I want to try out the battle mage for sure. Son of a bitch. Alright. Because I don't know if I can do anything to make me louder. I don't know how to make me louder. If it's a me problem, if it's the game problem, I can fix that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hopefully that works. So we got our paladin or battle mage. Standard priest might still be a good idea just to have a proper white mage. And although the enchanter could actually be kind of an interesting thing instead of the standard priest. So we'll try out the enchanter. It shows the regular white mage outfit, so again, I have no idea how they've differentiated them even though they're using similar sprites. What a ninja. So we can have a paladin, a battle mage, an enchanter, and a ninja. A very interesting lineup of a team here. Giving us one of the original classes mixed with probably a modified white mage, a modified black mage, and a modified Knigget. I gotta come up with names for everybody. It's the worst part of the game. Good paladin name.
Still a little quiet, but it's better.
Okay.
And there's a weird. We probably need a proper microphone.
Well, I do have a microphone, but it makes a little staticky noise. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. If I lower that and raise this, let's see how that sounds.
All right. I'll
So,
check.
battle
Doing
mage.
nice.
Enchanter. I don't know how battle mage it's gonna be. But yes, I think maybe upon next time I'll try my regular mic or even my headset. Headset might work a little bit better on this. But I don't know what settings I want to mess around to make my headset work properly. Hold on, let me... That might get rid of an echo if we have an echo issue. If I can find my headset, because of course it's one problem after another. Why would it be?
Yeah, that's a lot better, but still a little quiet. I can hear myself perfectly fine though.
I like how I'm just the one who comes off quiet. It's just me. It's the person, the star of the show, so no one can hear his friggin' voice. Okay, we got Aiden the Paladin, Will the Battle Mage, Lyle the Enchanter, and Ryu the Ninja. Do you think that's about good for a let's try a screw around team? Or should I swap the Ninja? Hold on. For one of the other new classes.
Yeah, there's a slight echo or reverb to my voice as well.
Okay. Then let me...
Problems that will be fixed later.
Yeah, I know. This is just gonna be like my worst stream, which is why I decided to not play a game we were gonna take too seriously.
Yes, we do famously take Super Robot Wars very seriously.
We do. We're very good at taking it seriously.
Almost as good as Super Robot Wars is at taking itself seriously.
Yeah. But alright, I think this is a good enough team. We'll try out a couple of the new classes that were designed for this version of the game. Yay, mods. Boom, let's go. Begin with this party? Yeah. Get a dramatic opening. World lies shrouded in darkness. I do like this.
No, there's
version.
also a slight delay between what we're talking and what I'm seeing on the stream. So if there are any issues, you'll know about it later.
Yeah. The seas rage. Forgot the land rots. I do apologize.
Land rots.
Seas rage. Oh, see, there's decays.
Rot, decay, you know.
The people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. Thanks for that, guys. Hey, visually impaired person, try to read that. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. I think the only thing that's others is damage balancing, and in the hand of each was clenched a crystal. But other than the new character classes and the difficulty
Dark fills the
balancing.
world, 4 warriors of light shall come. That's the text that you couldn't read.
Ah. And now we just begin here. Now the fun part about this version of the game, I do appreciate, we actually begin with gear.
Oh my god!
But
That's
also,
not supposed to happen.
I guess we want to take a look at our things. So here's what our ninja, our enchanter, our battle mage, and our paladin all look like. The paladin is a stolen Cecil sprite, which I do appreciate.
Yeah, it is, because he's the paladin class. Our battle mage is just the white sage. Sorry, the black sage.
Yeah.
Our priest is the white sage, and our ninja is just the ninja.
Yeah, it's the only one that kind of kept his own thing. I like how it does the new music. I mean, it is the GBA version. Ooh! Running. Run. Get out of my way. I'm trying to get to the shops. Let's see if I can upgrade my gear. Wait, do I have any money?
I mean, if they start with gear, I'm assuming they don't start you with money.
No, I have 300 gil.
Oh, you have the same amount of money you would normally.
Yeah. Whatever.
Does talking to the king get you more money?
I was just gonna check that. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals! You must see the king at once. auto cuts to you there instead of having to walk there like all times. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is that true? I don't get a yes or a no option, okay? Cool. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Yep. Could load faster, thanks. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. They're just 4 randos who showed up in town. They could be anyone. We don't know how they got here. There's no other villages or anything around here. Yet they stand.
There really aren't.
Yet they stand as. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you not rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland?
Doesn't even check to see if they're the real crystals, what kind of crystals they are.
Yeah, I think
You know, salty crystal.
These guys are just expert glass blowers. You don't know.
Yeah.
Garland, a knight, once in his majesty. Oh, sorry, he's a British voice, right? Garland, a knight, once in his majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of his majesty, the king of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course,
Why would you have a shrine to chaos?
Well, it's technically ruins, but yeah.
I know it is.
But why not
but
tear
why
it down
would you
completely and destroy it? I don't know. Fantasy universe logic. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but you might need to be level 2 or level 3 if you really want to make this an easy fight. But Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. But 4v1 should be fair. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making a passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a sign of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, and do not fail me!
I wonder if this fixed some of the weird like bugs of Final Fantasy 1.
It fixed a few things as far as I know. But this is also
But one of the fun things about I was gonna say one of the fun things about Final Fantasy 1 is when running from a battle, it doesn't check the stats of your first party member. It checks the stats of your second party member.
Well, I prefer not to run from battle. It's kind of designed a team that won't run from battle.
No, I know. It's just one of the weird quirks about the game that I find interesting.
Yeah, which means, well, that's almost like when they show you how to build the team, it's like always put your thief/ninja as your second character. I don't think there's anything in the castle you can get until after you get the key. You can't get the key.
Yeah, and you get the key after you do the rescuing, so now it's time to level grind.
Okay, let's see what we can actually do with our team and our current status. Crazy Horse.
Oh, okay. Do your spellcasters come with spells, or do you still need to buy
checking.
those?
I'll often need to buy spells. My battle mage has no magic. Let's see, my enchanter magic, none. Ninja magic, none. So we have to buy some spells. Let's make this an expensive party.
And your paladin also has no magic?
I didn't even check him. We're getting 6 skill.
Well, presumably.
But presumably, yes. If no one else, if my spellcaster's on magic, he most certainly doesn't. Skeletons. I assume this
Oh my god, skeleton.
functions under the original, not the original rules of it'll actually take you over to a different character when, different monster when you kill the monster.
Mm-hmm. Skeletons and goblins.
20 gil though. Alright, suppose I should do some proper shopping now that I'm... The good news is that
Some
the
gold.
gear they're beginning with isn't even bad gear, so that's kind of nice.
No, it seems to be quite strong.
Let's check weapons first when we do the magics. To be weaker for him, equal to that. The Paladin cannot use the rapier?
Well, I mean, of course not.
Paladin does have the hammer though, which he's already equipped with. No one can use Nunchaku. Oh, be better for my ninja. Scimitar is weaker for my everyone, except for the white mage. Okay. Axe! Oh, dude, if I had the monies, I'd help you axe people some more questions.
I mean, you... Yeah, no, yeah.
So I might buy the nunchuck to make my ninja slightly better. They're 200 though, and I'm so close to getting that axe. I'm gonna save up for that
You
axe.
just really want the axe.
I do.
The battle mage can also wield the axe. And what are we gonna buy for our, are we gonna buy a scimitar for the priest?
I don't know, like, but money grinding here is not particularly easy.
Good.
Yeah. So I don't know how many fights I'm gonna have to do to be able to afford enough weapons. Oh, I engage the level, yay! Strength increased, agility increased, intelligence increased, movement increased. Looking at the level. Good job. Good job. Oh, look at this.
Other than it's the power still here.
I should see how much spells cost. Well, I mean, as soon as we get out of this ambush. I just wonder if the treasures in the Chaos Shrine have actually been changed in this version.
That's a good question.
Oh, it's their armor place. Oh, we might actually consider having to buy some armors. Chain now works for both of them. There's equal, better for you.
Another question is what happens when we like go say hi to Bahamut?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too.
I mean, that'll be a while, but
Like gloves for everybody.
you should probably check out how expensive the spells are.
Yeah, I am. Because we're gonna need some healing. So about cure level 1. Or well, no, see all those levels are 75. So it's not that expensive. The question is, does only one person use it, or does everyone get it?
I would assume it's probably is it still going to be like Final Fantasy 1 where you have to equip
we
to the
have our
person?
slots. So it can be used by the enchanter, the monk, the paladin, and the ranger. That's kind of cool.
Oh. The
All undead and evil foes. Very useful to have, not really useful right now.
I mean it's better than nothing.
Yeah, but if I'm spending all my money on magic, it's gonna be a pain. But I also want cure on my paladins. My paladin can do that too.
Yeah. Then we need to see how much our black magics cost.
Wait. Why won't it let me give it him cure? That's weird. Does he already have it? No, he's not.
Did I say level's too low?
It might be. So it might be, we may have to level up to gain access to spell slots. That's fine. I have no arguments against that. Right. You need fire. Allows you to kill things.
Yep.
And you need thunder, because eventually we're going to have to fight water monsters. Sleep we can live without. Focus lowers foes' evasion. Pain damages all foes with darkness. Ooh, that's new. I don't remember that spell.
That sounds like
I'm
fun.
not spending all 180 on it because I don't have 180.
Hey, the ninja can also get fire. And thunder.
I chose a very expensive party. Normally I try to have one or two characters that are not that expensive.
And the ninja can also get pain.
Yeah, the ninjas can. Well, I assume like the paladin, it isn't leveled up enough to actually use the black magic yet.
Presumably. So we have two half casters and two full casters.
Yep. But now we have access to some attack magic and some healing, so we'll take on more powerful enemies and gain more cash money so I can get an axe.
Yep.
No! 15 damage. Should really hurt. Stop wailing on my mage! He's dead now, you dick!
That's what happens. You gotta go sleep.
No, all my leveling's gonna be unbalanced.
Or you could run from battle.
I hear him from battle. See if we can actually run away. Oh, they're all individually running. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna take damage. It's great. Oh, there, we got it. Cool. That sucked. At least I made my way to the Temple of Fiends, or Chaos Shrine, as it's properly called.
Yeah.
Oh, another shield drop. That was super worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Keep you alive better. Okay. The drops didn't happen in the... I don't know if they happened in the GBA version of this game or not, actually, off the top of my head.
I don't know.
I'm so close. Ah, leave me alone. Who blocked it? Yeah, I do. 40 gil? That's not bad. Not great, but... Ah, it's fun. Try not to let that happen again.
Yep.
And 1 HP, of course. And you're out of magic. Well, let's grind to level 3, I guess. No, probably buy some more armor, probably more than anything else.
Probably.
Which having a kick-ass axe would be great. I need my defense.
Would be. Axes are cool. Does it mean that our paladin won't be using like swords?
Well, again,
Or if they can't use...
I don't know, because, again, they've definitely modified to balance out the game differently. So I have no idea what... Hey, it was game? Miles levels game? Use levels game. One more fight, and that'll be... Wills. And we keep getting ambushed too, as I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Goblin Guard, by the way. Oh, stronger Goblin.
Instead of it just being a red goblin.
Yeah. Yes, the exciting part where you get to grind in game.
Yeah, the exciting beginning part where all you do is level grind and money
again, I
grind.
consider playing Dragon Quest to be the exact same thing, but just be me fighting slimes over and over again.
Yeah.
But in Final Fantasy, ooh, I got a knife, which I can sell. There's no way that's an improvement for anybody. So I'm appreciating all the item drops.
Mm.
Another knife. How much speed does he have to get to catch up to everybody? What the hell? I don't mind getting all these knives I can sell. It'd be cool if they did little things like give the throw ability to the ninja.
Yes.
Okay, well, finally leveled up. Okay, thank you. Gil. God, probably not right. This thing throws me out. Get out! No. Didn't go. Thanks. Oh, whatever. Okay. Gmail would be nice. It's expensive.
Yeah,
I could buy leather
but
gloves
you
for
know,
everybody.
that's how it goes.
Leather gloves.
Knives. Buy something. We keep doing
If I
this
buy a
for a
chainmail,
while.
I can give one of my leather armors to my enchanter.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. Put on my mage, keep him alive.
This is gonna be such an expensive party.
Yeah.
Four casters and 3.5 marshals.
The problem is also selling is worth nothing.
Yep.
85 left, not much I can do. 85. Could buy a leather cap or 2 leather gloves.
Yeah, everyone can use the leather gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, the check was 200 now. Alright, let's risk it again. This time, before we do that, we'll see. $27 damage just from the get-go. Great.
Yep.
And blind. So what I wanted was to immediately spend money on an inn to immediately have that like movement. No, blind bomb.
I mean, you
Well,
know.
at least that.
You got the blind bomb.
Immediately.
I'm not certain how a horse can like blind people.
I don't know either.
I mean, I guess it was a crazy horse.
Yeah.
Eye drops. I mean blind bombs. Bombs. Blind bombs. So it doesn't sound like I'm saying blind
The
bombs.
drops at least make things.
That sounds like a bomb that blinds people.
Yeah.
But I'm not against status effect causing bombs.
I mean, could work. I mean, certainly what smoke bombs are supposed to technically do, but they don't.
It is
actually
technically what smoke bombs do, yes. But smoke bombs are used for a secondary purpose.
Yeah. To distract for
I'm talking about Final Fantasy X Waka-esque status effect shots.
Yeah.
Hit someone really hard in the face with a blitz ball. Now they can't see.
Hey, the best one is where he just instantly stone kills everything.
Yes.
Making him one of the best
Yes, it is.
characters in the game. Okay, at least this time we made it to the temple with very little... 2 horses.
Everyone's still alive, mostly.
Of course, you just blinded 2 of my people. Great.
You don't even have any blind balls.
Nor do I have any status ailment removal. Spells.
That's what I said. No, this is true. You don't have a. Oh, I forget what it's called in the first game.
We may have to retreat just because of this.
Yeah, probably.
They said it did improve. It did alter the difficulty. So yeah.
And it
I'm
most
feeling
certainly
that.
has.
The fact that I could get horrible status ailments in the very beginning of the game. Burn up all my magic is training for these horses. All of us are darkest at this point. One blind ball. Get unblind one character.
Could be.
A mind bomb, excuse me.
Heal! That's right, it's heal in Final Fantasy 1.
Mobility and mental clarity. Oh, never mind.
Heal,
We need to get the right cure thing.
Actually, is it heal? Or does heal also heal? I thought heal was remove status effects.
Heal used to be remove status effects. I know they've changed names of stuff over time.
Okay, good.
Right, you have to go for luck.
Look, you just keep swinging the sword. You'll eventually hit something. Maybe you need to grind the crazy horses for a whole bunch of blind bombs. Is magic affected by darkness?
Nope. That's the reason my battle mage has been using stuff. But he's gonna run out of magic soon.
Yeah.
He's down to his last spell, and I'm saving it.
This definitely feels like it was designed for you to stay in the starting area and grind more than normal.
Yeah.
And I am out of drink. I'm finished with my food, so I'm gonna go get more drink.
You're right. Ah. Yay, another one of these guys. Mind bomb. Stockpile this. Screw it. Oh, this has not turned out the way I wanted it to turn out. But hey, playing at least a mod version of the game does provide me with some fun stuff. And at the very least, I learned a valuable lesson about trying to set up the stream for YouTube, which is just half a nightmare on OBS. I can kind of see why people do rely on Twitch. It functions so much just better. Personal gripes I can just kind of deal when my brother's off doing brother stuff. Last by magic. At 4 right there just paid for my end state then. Whew. That was a thing we just went through.
I'm back. Have you come across any other horrible status effects, like maybe mute or petrification?
No, not yet. But again, I'm only facing the same handful of enemies. Okay, so I need to go over to the White Mage store. Although I hate the fact of me wasting all my white magic on status ailment removal. Oh, we don't have it. We only get Poisona. Oh, that's great. Cool.
Ooh, that's not useful.
No. No, it is not. Which means I'll have to just buy items from the store or just hope we get enough drops and enough luck. But since we're here, we can... Ooh, I could buy some Nunchaku. Exactly Nunchaku. I'm totally doing it. Do my ninja some Nunchaku.
Buying Nunchaku?
Yeah. Let's do it. My ninja can go ninja go.
I mean, Link might actually be useful here.
But again, my white mage only has, or my enchanter only has so many spell casts. Bear that in mind.
This is correct.
So unless I give it to my paladin, who, again, can't really do much.
Can't cast spells yet.
Or maybe at level 4 he might be able to. Yeah, it's lit up now. Now he can.
Oh, there you go.
But again, that means he wouldn't be fighting.
Correct.
Versus him having a heal spell would be nice, because outside of battle, or in worst case scenarios, we can do that. But right now, that's not so much an option. So part of this is going to literally be luck. Potion Antidote. So Mind Bulb seems to be the... because it says mobility and mental clarity. But I think it just literally is just the cure status ailments. We can also grab a sleeping bag if we want to have it at least restore our HP. Not that we can afford one right now, but...
It's just a panacea?
Yeah, it's just a general panacea. It's also 60 gold per. Which, again, late game ain't gonna matter, but right now is like... that's a huge expenditure on my part. But okay, I'm down with the higher difficulty. I just needed to approach this from a higher difficulty mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go on the rule that if anyone gets darkness on the way there, we will retreat. But when I can just take on one goblin guard, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
But I want to explore the thing, because I know there's a couple treasures there. And so not only can we get our little bestiary type stuff completed and what have you, but also get that done. Although now that I've tested out these character classes, I'm not entirely certain if I'd stick around. Like, the Battle Mage doesn't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have either the Sage or the Archmage.
I'd probably go Archmage. Because the Sage feels like they're probably the Omni-Mage.
Yeah. The Enchanter seems fairly decent.
Whereas Archmage... Archmage would probably be the Black Mage equivalent to the Priest.
Yeah.
No, and then the Enchanter is probably the Battle Mage equivalent for White Mage.
Yes. Which is why this is... cool that we can get all this extra gear, but affording all this extra gear is a massive pain. But I like the Paladin. Takes a few levels to start getting white magic, that's perfectly fine. Probably won't have that many levels of white magic. Again, half-caster, but a decent half-caster. Battle Mage, I think, is good in concept. Maybe if my Enchanter was a Priest, it might work a little bit better. But I haven't seen any combat capability on the Black Mage that feels like it was worth it to have the Battle Mage.
Yes.
Oh. Hey, I dropped a potion. Those are worth 20 gold. Gladly take that.
Yeah, they were. And then what about the ninja?
Ninja's okay thus far. I mean, it's basically a paladin, but it'll have black magic options. Which for right now, not that big a deal. But in certain situations, it could be really helpful.
Yes. I wonder what the ranger's deal is.
It sounds like it is essentially the red mage. Because it's
Oh,
Jack
okay.
of all trades, master of none.
Yeah. That's probably the red mage.
And the sage has an alternate color palette red mage, so I'm assuming it's just the more
I do
magic-oriented
love what it
version,
looks like.
rather than a combat-oriented version.
Yeah, it's probably our Omni Mage.
Yeah.
And then there was the monk.
And the master. The master is designed to do your monk with just bare fists. And the monk
Yes.
and the martial artist, I think, is supposed to be able to use the nunchucks and stuff like that. So it comes to if you want a weapon monk or do you want a fist monk?
The answer is fist monk, because they end up being able to hit so many times, they're just always superior.
And they're inexpensive.
Yes.
Which means I think there's a way to balance out the cost of the party with the new characters. You just gotta be, you know, kind of know what you're doing with it.
Yep. What do you do, monks?
Well, this is my first time playing this mod.
Yes.
I'm allowed to kind of screw around and learn stuff.
Yes.
And if we never play it again, it's fine. At least we have some gained knowledge. Oh, stuff.
Yeah, that's a bunch of zombies.
No stuff.
See, this is what maybe he would be useful. And probably blink, because that raises your evasion.
And I just lost my target.
It's evasion for the whole party?
I don't know if it's the whole party.
I believe it is the whole party. Or it might just be the person you cast it on, but then you cast blink on your, like, paladin twice, and they're basically unhittable. At this stage of the game.
Mm-hmm. I gotta somehow make it all the way back without a paladin. So it's certainly
Yep.
gonna be a thing. We might just get party wiped.
Well, there you go. Then you don't need to worry about making it back.
I mean, I could always just soft reset too. Especially considering how much experience gap there's going to be if we actually do this.
Yes.
I think I would actually make a completely different party.
Probably keep the paladin.
Yeah.
Probably keep the ninja. Or keep either the paladin or the ninja and swap the other one out with one of the monks.
I'm gonna take the master because I like the wields immense power when unarmed. So we're gonna best around with the master. Maybe a priest and an archer. That's such a basic bitch team.
We could take a sage instead of a priest.
Yeah. Archmage is the classic wizard.
I do also kind of want to know if our thoughts about the ranger are correct. And then the knight is probably the super fighter.
Yeah. Alright, let's
and the rogue is the
this is
super...
literally experimental run.
Yes.
I'll just rebuild Aiden because we may as well.
Well,
my martial arts guy. Classic. Sage.
Name.
And Ranger.
Just mess around with all these bizarre classes.
Where am I? Oh, I can't. Damn it. I can't kill him straighter. That annoys me.
Oh, is it too long?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, Azure Mage is here. Hi, Azure Mage. He's saying happy birthday.
Well, that's nice of him to say. Hey, dude. It's cool for you to stop by. Hey, you can name my ranger. How about that?
He says, where's devout? Need more cat-eared priests?
Unfortunately, I chose not to use the priest class because we're messing around with all the new classes or semi-new classes in this mod. Good ranger name.
Well, I mean, you have a good ranger name.
Alright, sure, why not? There, named after my junior high friend who always played Rangers. Well, he played Rangers and Paladins, but Paladin's already been stuck by Aiden. So we got Aiden the Paladin, yes. Bruce the Master, Paul the Sage, and Colin the Ranger.
Azure Ranger says, Trigger? I think it's supposed to be Trigger, T-R-I-G-E-R.
No, we got Colin.
We got Colin.
Oh god, we went through the whole opening sequence again. Can I skip it? It's fine.
Yes, you do.
Yes! I can skip it.
Yay!
You cannot skip talking to the king,
You just still need to go talk to the king, though. And now we can see what did they come equipped with.
It's true. Bruce
and see who can learn his spell.
Weapon hands. Robe.
Yeah, best weapon.
And Colin, rapier and leather armor. And the sage is staff and robe. Does he begin with any magic though? You do not. Let's stop by and visit the king. See what you guys can equip. No one else can
No, the ranger is also an alt-color white mage. We have two alt-color white mages. I'm not white mages, they're red mages.
Mm-hmm. So the master can use the nunchak if there's no point for it.
Yep.
So he can also use a schematop, which I can't afford. And they can both use the axe. Alright. My sage is going to be very, very inexpensive in terms of gear, it seems like, but not inexpensive in terms... Wait, if he only has the 3 spell slots, we're going to have to be very, very creative.
Very, very careful about what we pick.
Yeah. Chainmail is still one of the best things to do. In fact, I should just give it to my paladin right now. But no one can use his leather armor. So wait, who? Yeah, no one else can use leather armor, so we can just sell that leather armor.
That's weird. I figured the ranger would probably be able to use the leather armor.
He can, but he has it equipped.
Oh, okay, that's why.
They both have the robes. They both use shields. Everyone can use a hat, and everyone can use gloves.
Pretty standard.
Okay. Let's check out our magics. With a K and an S, that's how you know it's very arcane. Oh, the ranger can use fire eventually. That's helpful.
Oh, that's good. Ranger can use black magics.
But he isn't having his arms twitch yet, so he can't use it yet.
Can it use white magics?
Still want to get pain! Because it's a hit all.
I want to know what pain does.
Unfortunately, my sage cannot use it. Maybe
Oh,
he needs to
Sage
level up
can't use
higher. He may
pain?
need to level up higher in order to actually get.
Oh, it is
access to
level 2. It is a level 2 spell.
Yeah. Okay, so at least
What does
focus
focus
does
do?
lower many foes' evasion. So that's nice.
Oh, focus is the lowering enemy evasion. Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's useless.
Yeah. We do get dodges occasionally, but not often enough to be like.
No.
But first things
Which
first.
ones you want to raise your own
Getting
evasion?
Cure for my sage. Protect is only one ally's defense. Blink raises caster's evasion.
Oh, okay.
Not bad, but there'd be better versions of that spell, and you can't use poison.
I thought before you could cast it on people. Or maybe you can't, and then it just makes it so that your white mage doesn't get hit. And then you just start casting protect on your paladins. Okay, so the ranger can also use white magic.
Yep, but he needs to be higher leveled. in order
They
to
are
unlock it.
they are the true red mage.
Yes, but the stuff needs to be unlocked. That's fine. I actually like that as a mechanic. That like you got to level up a few times
Yeah.
before you'll get access to the spells. But the thing is, if we're stuck with the 3 slots, I gotta be very creative with my sage.
It might make it that the sage just isn't worthwhile.
Well, again, at like level 1, he can have Cure, Fire, and Thunder and be fine.
Yeah, but now you need to choose between conserving your spell points to do damage or using them to
To
heal.
heal, yeah,
That's the issue I'm talking about.
that's true. Which is
Do you want to nuke the boss with holy, or do you want to save the paladin who's on death's door?
I thought you. No, alright, you don't need it. That's him. I'm biting attack magic for you, so you're just gonna be weak, but that's okay. You're fast, though. Struck first.
Oh, that's the benefit of the ranger.
Yeah.
That's the benefit is they're fast.
Yeah, because both the Sage and the Ranger struck for the first 2 to strike.
That's the benefits of them.
Yep. Jump with that. And yes, we've gotten Mute officially.
There we go. I knew it was gonna appear somewhere. Oh,
And,
Black
and on
Widows
my
and stuff.
Sage too. Just insult to injury there.
I know your paladin got poisoned because you're fighting spiders in the starting area. That's just mean.
We leveled immediately because that was an incredibly hard fight for our first fight. Okay, I think from like just messing around, we could. Yeah. Excuse me. 3 of my characters are poisoned. I have no. Oh, now Poisonous seems like a nice thing to have.
Yeah, it seems useful. Yeah.
But I expect to be getting ganked by spiders immediately. Well, I could either buy 3 Poisona potions, or I could just go to the inn for 20 gold.
Probably going to the inn is cheaper.
Okay, I'm gonna say I do like this version of the game, despite the kind of unfairness in the beginning of this game. But it's how old RPGs used to play, and team comp is going to be very important.
Yes.
But I think my general final thought on the Sage is it might not be worth it if we only have the 3 spell slots, because the choice is required. It would be fine, I guess, if I had like a full caster of some sort. And
Yes.
what I mean by full casters, I mean like legit.
No. If you have Black Mage, and then your Sage is primarily there for White Magic and the occasional additional Black Magic.
Attack spell, yeah.
The other way would be better. You have a dedicated White Mage, your Sage is your Black Mage, but also has White Magic for emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing that, it'd be better to go with a Knight instead of a Paladin.
Yes, just
because the Paladin is the White Magic in case of emergencies character.
Yeah. Which is the one thing I'll say when you try out a mod of a game, you really need to go and like test stuff those first few times. And I didn't actually test before playing in here. Otherwise, we could have just been playing Cross Dimension, and I know exactly what I'm doing in that game. But I wanted to try something new, and Final Fantasy, like, I've gotten several Final Fantasies over the years for my birthday, so it does tie into my birthday in its own way.
It does. This is a birthday stream.
Yep. As exciting as it is, the big... I might need an AFK for a moment. I don't have an AFK card. We're going to have to make an AFK card eventually.
I will create an AFK card.
But I also, you know, one thing I'll say, we haven't even tried the monk in this, but I'm assuming the monk is like a more versatile version of the martial artist, while the master is just like the old school version.
Yes.
But I do kind of like that. So I think if I recall properly, I just want to check here real quick, because the weapons, who cares? But the magic tells you kind of the classes that can use. I think if I recall. Yeah, monk had access to cure. So that means that there is the possibility that if you want to play a monk, that eventually will will eventually get access to some magic, at least white magic. I don't know if it gets black magic. Let's check. It lights up when I check on fire. It does not. So a monk can function as your backup healer as well, if you want to do that instead of the master. Well, the master is more like what it becomes in the original game with the pure, just power.
Yes.
And both will probably be relatively inexpensive for gear. Man, there's things for me to think about. I'd have to actually take some time to really consider my party comp. These Goblin Guards against their magic, thinking they're so cool. Something they couldn't do in the original game, by the way, when they were just called Grey Goblins or whatever they're called. Whatever the coloration was in the original. Green Goblins? Red Goblins? Whatever they were. I haven't played the OG in a long time. So technically they're imps. Oh, that's right. They were G imps, is what they were called. So Grimps.
Look, personally, I'm just disappointed we probably aren't going to have the Grogers, the green ogres.
Yeah.
Mostly because I love saying the word Groger. It's fun.
It is fun. I have 42 gil out of that, though. Because I just at least want to beat Garland, you know?
Yeah!
Crap party, I want to beat Garland, and then just be like, okay, I beat Garland. We can all be done for the day.
God. Take that, Garland.
Oh, I'm a Black Knight, I think I'm super cool, because I'm evil and stuff. That's how he sounds. So yeah, some of these characters act like... Because technically, if you take, in the original game, if you take your fighter and you do the class raise up, then your fighter becomes the knight, and the knight has basically the same powers as a paladin. So Paladin's just doing it a bit sooner. But
I was going to say, and I believe your martial art, your monk becomes a master.
Yeah. I'm assuming there are some stack growth differences and stuff like that that are also been put into here, because that would make the most sense.
That would make the most sense.
But this also means I could do one of those all-mage challenges.
It does?
Because we could go Archmage, Sage, mine just went blank. Archmage, Sage, Enchanter, Priest as a team.
Yes.
It'd be an incredibly hard game, but at least the... Oh, I could throw in Battle Mage in there as well. There's some options.
You could.
Wouldn't the Battle Mage be better than it is?
Yeah.
But if we did the all-mage
It probably
team...
does get better.
Well, here's the question is, are we going to count, like, half-mage types, like the Ranger, or not?
I would say no.
Because then that would also give opening for the Paladin, and then, yeah, it's not really...
And, exactly.
We're leveling at a decent rate, though. Let's say that. Okay, how much cash monies we got? 300? Dare I save up for that axe? I don't know we need battle damage as much as we need armor. The one thing this has been teaching me is armor is really, really useful
Really important.
in this level of difficulty. But at least then, the Sage can be an interesting character in that mage comp. Though if this increased difficulty, I don't know if beating the game is plausible with a mage comp. Ooh, free leather shield. I do appreciate those. Thank you.
It probably is. I would hope.
Yeah. Good news is I will have Asian food by the time the evening is over, so...
Yay.
And I went out with friends to get burgers and stuff yesterday, which was kind of nice. I was given a Gumple kid as a gift. Yay, another leather shield. You can't. Can you see if you use that shield? You cannot. But Colin can. There we go. The drops are also making this easier too. Like I said, it's harder, but there's balancing things in here that make the game more fair. I guess would be the phrase I would use. Oh, that spider. Thank you. Oh, I can tell the spider story. That was one of my favorite
Spider
D&D
story?
gags. Making the giant wolf spider as an enemy
Yes.
in a D&D mission, but there's also a dryad there and a few other Fey-type creatures. And everyone focus fired on the giant wolf spider, which, for those who don't know, giant wolf spiders cannot do poison or anything. The worst thing they can do is bind, which isn't even that bad of a thing, and you can easily break out because I don't think its DC was particularly high.
Hey, in my defense,
Oh yeah, you were the
I
one
was
person.
stuck in. I was the one person going for the Dryad, and I failed my save, so I was stuck in vines.
Yep, as it entangled everybody.
Yep. I believe I was the only one who failed,
Yep.
and I was the only one going for the Dryad.
42 chainmails, I should probably do it.
2 chainmails?
Mm-hmm.
Who can,
The
I
Ranger.
bet the Ranger, and who else?
And the Paladin.
I thought you already got one for the Paladin.
Nope. I chose not to buy it.
Oh, that's right, that was the last
That's
save.
the last save. And no one else can use this leather armor because it's a sage and a master, so I can sell it.
Yep.
Oh, I got some spider silk. What does spider silk do? Slows down enemies. Okay. That's
Oh, slow. Oh, that's cool.
Stay using
I always like slow.
Okay, 126. So they're the best they can be. They're unfortunately the best they can be. I have those. So we could buy hats or gloves.
Oh,
Well, I can buy all 4 of them a glove.
may as well,
Of course,
man.
I can only buy 1 hat and have only 50 some left. So we're gonna bring a nice
Yeah, hats worth 50.
bring a nice set of gloves for everybody.
Yeah,
It just adds 1
There you go.
defense to
Everyone has
everybody. It's not a large amount. Versus if we do 1
But
cap,
it's better
someone will
than
get
nothing.
3. So the question is, do I give 3 to 1 person or 1 to everybody?
But who would get the cap?
If I'm gonna give it to someone, I'd probably give it to my sage because he's my only healer right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to, I could give him the cap and the glove, and give him 4
This is
defense. My monk doesn't seem to
Go.
need my master doesn't seem to need it, and with the chainmail, my ranger and paladin seem to be pretty well set. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna gear up the good old sage. Now, even though I can't afford anything, I still want to check weapons real quick. Because other than asking people questions, and get anything better. You can use a Scimitar, but you can also use the axe. Oh wow, he can't even use a knife. The sage is very limited. I think by this level I've unlocked some stuff. So let's see if we get some healing for my paladin. Oh wait, this is the wrong store. Oh, but my ranger can now use level 1 black magic. You don't really
Yay.
need it though. Considering how much damage you can do right now, it's not gonna be it's not something I should put my money onto. But cure, on the other hand, oh, my paladin still cannot use cure. His level is not high enough. But my ranger can. I'm totally, but I can't afford it. Okay, we're gonna grind a little bit because I want to get cure on my ranger. Therefore, I have 2 cure team dudes. It was not good grammar there. I do apologize.
2 healers.
About 2 healers. So yeah, I think my general view on the Sage right now, useful as long as you have a main, but otherwise, not supremely great. Primarily because a focused magic user I tend to find to be a better magic user.
Agreed.
Unless they're going to be, like, again, we're Colin, or if I had built a monk, or the paladin, or the ninja, or they can function as a secondary. A secondary for black magic I don't find to be nearly as useful because most of the classes that can do that can also fight.
Yes.
And well, yes, there's those times you're going to take on slimes or something where the magic's just better. 9 times out of 10, you can just beat something to death with a weapon and it's a bit better. That is my personal view on RPGs. I don't usually bring in secondary dark magic casters. Because their usage would be so rare. Versus secondary healers, or even tertiary healers, are incredibly useful. Because, you know, what happens if your healer dies, but oh wait, I got this other guy who also can use revive, or resurrect, or whatever, life.
Yes.
Like I was getting large enemy groups, and I'm just getting single enemies now that I'm, like, more defended. But all I want to do is just kind of grind just a wee bit more to get one more spell, and then hit the end, so technically I need more money than... Although I should also save, because this team's actually doing decently well.
Yes.
Even though this is not
you
my
should say.
beat the game team, not even close to what I used to beat the game team. But getting the drops is nice, so yeah. Jerks using Protect. Well, here's my anti-Protect move. Enjoy. It's called Burnination. The big question is what I want to do a weird gimmick party for like the next time I try to play this, or would I want to do a legit party with just these some of the unique classes. God, I love how fast like the Sage is though. I remember my Enchanter being pretty quick too. He was casting, for the most part, early on was casting spells faster, and then kind of got a slow down there when we got to the Temple of Fiends, but I think that was because of different status ailments and stuff. We're screwing things. Yay, someone dropped a knife. We're in the hundreds, thank you. There we go. Now we get 2 healers.
Yay.
I'm going to go to the inn. We're going to attempt going to and exploring the Temple of Fiends, but not taking on Garland immediately because I don't know how much stronger he will actually be in this version of the game. Actually, while they're resting, I'm going to AFK real quick. Wait, why is my... Oh, I do have a chat going. Okay. That's really weird where it's just how it's set up on OBS right now. Okay, I'm going to AFK, so if anyone shows up and wonders, that's why. Sometimes you need to do certain things. And I am back, this time in Pog form.
Nobody knows what a pog is anymore.
They know it's something good.
Okay, this is true.
Slang! Dumb sling joke that I don't think anyone uses anymore.
No, they still use it.
Do they?
I think.
I haven't heard anyone
I don't
use it
know.
in a
I'm not
long
hip
time.
with the kids.
I've not heard anyone go Pog as it's doing it seriously. I've seen people do it as like a
Doing it
joke.
seriously? No, I've not heard that one.
That's like when in the 90s, because da bomb was such a dumb piece of slang, that people just started using it as a joke. Like no one ever took it like legitimately as a slang phrase. Yeah, this team is actually doing a lot better than the last team. But again, that was my whole messing around with finding things. I'm also getting luckier and not getting swarmed of status ailments.
Yep.
Oh god. Ward wolves. Like wolves, but wards.
Mm.
Actually, we're gonna save it. Cures. Wolves have been doing much damage to me like last time as well. They were ripping me apart. Now, granted, I focused on armor this time because I've learned my lesson.
Which seems to be the lesson.
Leather cow. There, we got a free one.
Yay!
Probably Bruce, because you don't have any other armor type stuff.
Yeah.
I can always buy you some gloves. Ghouls and zombos. Okay. Now we can pump out the fire magic.
Yes. On the ghouls. I'm assuming the ghouls the
Yes.
deadlier version.
Initially, I'm going to save first. Gigas worms, like regular worms. Jeez, did I just get 70 with my master? Holy moly. That's a lot of skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Sending shivers down my spine.
On your spine.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought they were on opposite corners. Shoot, and they should have just gone for it when I was there. Unnecessary amount of extra. Whatever. At least we get some XP out of it. Maybe some drops. Well, preemptive strike, so at least we won't get poisoned. Alright. Oh, spare chainmail. No one can equip that. I've already bought enough. An attempt. Which means I guess I can sell that chainmail.
Yep.
But note to self, if I play this again, there's a free chainmail. Or preemptive a lot, which is a good sign. That means my party's probably stronger than it really needs to be to do this place. And we just gained another level. Alright. Well, I'm going to save, and we're going to go just kick the crap out of Garland, which is, like I said, the bare minimum of what I wanted to be able to do with this mod. Level 5 is way more powerful than we really need to be. Hey, bro. Heard you like getting your butt kicked. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine! Huh? Hey, dude. Who's there? We're standing in front of you! Was he just randomly, was he just randomly, ranting? Was he just doing a villain? Like, I'm just gonna sit here and just rant to nobody, and then the good guys happen to show up?
Look, he was preparing his villain speech.
You interrupted the monologuing I was training to do!
Don't you ever randomly monologue to yourself?
I do, but that's, not, in the middle of the Shrine of Chaos. I would do it, in my bedroom.
Well, that's because you've never been to the Shrine of Chaos before.
Yeah, that's also true. The King's Lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well.
Oh, and, thank you, Derek Berg. Says, hey, can't stick around, but wanted to wish you a happy,
Oh, thank you, man. That's really cool of you. I think that's one of my constant viewers. I see the name sounds familiar. I'm fairly certain I've seen your name in the comments. Garland will knock you all down! Alright. Underprepared in terms of magic and stuff.
Overprepared in terms of armor.
If we two-round him, though, it would be hilarious.
It'd be pretty good. Then after we beat him, we get the unnecessarily convoluted plot of Final Fantasy 1.
Yep.
Involving time travel.
But we don't know it's time travel just yet.
This is true.
Okay, it's round 3. We 3-round him. Let's find out. We 3-rounded him!
Yeah!
And a free scimitar.
That's not that useful.
Hey, my ranger can use it. And that means I have to waste my time buying an axe for my ranger.
This is true.
The princess. You've come to rescue me. I don't know how I can ever thank you. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. Yeah, we know that. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. And it only took 4 of you to just wail on him for a while. Not a long while.
Turns out
1v1ing him was a dumb idea, but if you 4v1 him, you could probably beat him with very little trouble. Especially when your mage is doing 58 damage with his fire spell.
All we know is that no one was able to beat him, but we don't know how many people they sent against him at once.
Yeah. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. Which can auto warp.
Yep, I don't believe it's a choice.
Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety. If I may, when darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals and to the world. We got our little victory chant there too. Did we get the loot though? Don't I get some fat loot? This loot has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you in your journey. We have now obtained
the fat loot. Yeah.
The dancing girl in town knows very odd bits of information. If you stray from your path, try talking to her. She is this random dancing girl. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I need to do. I've played this game quite a few times, in fact, just not this version.
It's not this mod.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fun little cutscene on that. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. Why give the party a boat when we could just build a bridge?
Yeah, but most importantly...
I like how they were already working on the bridge, and I was like, oh, I guess we actually had proud effort.
Yes.
We're just kind of doing this.
Now we get the opening cutscene of you crossing the bridge.
What does this bridge hope to do after the prophecy? That's a good question. The 4 warriors of light are here. They're here in Cornelia. It's still fun to get those little kind of sequences they've added to the
Yep.
game. Same thing when we get to the making the canal. Hey, I don't have to buy you an axe. I'm sure the axe is better than the scimitar, but
Almost certainly.
I'm not going to go and buy you another weapon if I don't need to.
Because we're gonna...
Knife, rapier. The question is, do I want to buy the axe for my paladin? I probably should, because then even if I upgrade his weapon in the next town, I can give the axe over.
Which you will.
Which I will. But there'll be stronger enemies along the road.
And poison enemies.
Poison enemies.
Because in Final Fantasy 1, it seems like almost every enemy can poison for some reason.
Okay, my sage can get Poisona now, so that might be a long-term worth it.
Can't you get heal relatively soon?
Yeah.
Well, let's wait till we get to the next town, see what spells they have.
Yeah. But I'm gonna finish his level 1.
Because it is going to be the level 2 town, so...
I need to give him Thunder, though, because we're gonna need that for traveling on the sea. So.
Yes. And for killing pirates.
Yeah.
Notoriously weak to lightning, like most things.
It's really good against, especially against living things.
Living things, exactly. Well, Hey, you can give it to the ranger too. The ranger can also get his black magics.
It's true, but it doesn't need as much. You can hit hard. I'm tempted to just buy 3 gloves, just get everyone that +1. Plus I also don't know how often we're going to come across gloves.
I don't know. But do you really want to buy stuff now, or do you want to wait till you get to the next town and see what they have?
This journey to the next town is a pain. If the difficulty was as tough as it was to get to the temple, the Shrine of Chaos, then I'm not having a lot of faith in how easy the next section is going to be.
Yeah.
We are not healed up either, of course. Of course, the king didn't go and pay for my healing. Why would he ever do that?
Why would he?
Or give me a reward at all outside of, hey, here's a bridge. Now, I do appreciate a bridge. We're not going to go and...
Bridge is a pretty expensive reward,
It is a pretty expensive reward. But you know, I could also have used healing while they were building the bridge. You can just nap at your castle for free. It would have been nice.
Well...
But we're gonna get... Now I'm at a point of, okay, which time we got? I feel with the time we have, I can at the very least, get the boat.
Yes.
But if we can get further than that, that would be awesome. Oh, here it is, the cutscene you wanted.
Yay!
You know, for all the GBA's faults, and the audio is oftentimes one of them, the audio in this game is surprisingly good. Oh, fudge you in this font. And thus the quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of it will be significant. 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shined so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. This time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world peace once more into the light. Ah, God. You know what's great about being color deficient? Trying to read light text on light blue.
Yeah, no, it
in case you forgot the name of the
is
game,
hard.
by the way, here, just for everyone. In case you forgot the name of the game.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to go to Matoya's cave. I thought there was treasures there, but I can't remember if you need the key for them or not.
I don't know.
We'll do it just to test how strong we are. How about that? Plus, Matoya's cave has that cool Matoya's cave theme.
Yes, it does.
Let's just continue going there. I think story-wise you're supposed to visit her, even though you don't technically have to. Plus, any money I build by killing monsters is always going to be useful too. I like how I kind of like this team, even though like I would never try to use this for a full playthrough. I think the Ranger's a little bit on the useless. Just saying. They're like the worst version of the Red Mage. Because I can't even get the spells yet. Or I can get some. Ooh! Actual ogre. How about some fire, big man? Good money for that. 80 experience, I'll take that. 70 gil? Yeah. Oh, we got Sing for it. Thump. Ouch! My eye! My eye! Thump. Ouch! I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. Are you saying this is some sort of quest hook? No, I'm just telling you, if you could find it, it would really be nice. It's not really a quest hook per se. Elven Balm obtained. Multiple different balms in this game. Antidote, that's always helpful. And a Phoenix Down, insanely helpful.
Yep.
Their jaws have nothing. For shame.
I don't know what the Elven Balm does.
So she does not have a lockout. That's helpful. We can check it. Elven Balm. Heals party. Oh!
Yeah.
If that's an all-party, like, status removal, that would be life-saving. If
It
it's
would
just an
be.
all-party heal, like of HP, that's also helpful. So either way.
Yes.
Good item. Alright, let's go east. Cobra. I'm glad I saved. Sure, yeah, we one-shot him. That could have gone really bad.
It could have. Just some wolves. Wolves and lizards and spiders and snakes.
Glorified pest control. That's how you know it's an RPG. Man, the counter rate's a little higher than I'd like it to be.
This feels pretty normal. I say as the person not playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what the issue is. Seems like an average counter rate to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as nightmarish as we were getting with, oh god, what was it? Breath of Fire.
With Fire 2, yeah, that was hellish.
You still need to finish that game.
Yeah.
The final dungeon. It's just long, and there's intense encounter. Yes, we should.
We should.
And if we wanted to, we could start playing Breath of Fire 3 on YouTube. Free leather gloves. I can sell those now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Can't control what I get for drops. I get stuff I've already owned, I get stuff I already own. That's a problem. A lot of cash monies and levels, thank you very much. Oh, we got a drop too. Spare hammer. I will save after that. And you can also see the HP difference there, with everyone's in the hundreds and Paul is still down in the 60s.
Yeah.
They're all the same level, so...
Yeah.
He is a very fragile boy. Oh yeah, this is totally fair lineup of enemies. Sure.
I mean, you know.
Now kind of wanted that level 2 darkness hit all ability.
You're getting encounter-tabled.
Yep. Alright, one wolf and one goblin. Now just one wolf. Didn't even take that much damage, though, considering how many enemies were on the screen.
This is true.
We made it! We're at Pirate Town, yar! Bar fight with a bunch of pirates. So we'll save. I don't know if I can save inside town or not. I just assumed I can't. I need to in. So I don't think I can do a pirate fight. My current status. That's the church. New weapon store. It's a magic store, it looks like. Alright, well this provides me with Blizzard, Slow, Fyra, Thundra, and Blind. Blind to all foes. That's actually pretty good. That's level 3 and no one can use it. It's like Thundra and Fyra are level 3 and no one can use it, but I could get Blizzard if I wanted to. Which I'm not against, which means we might need to go back to Corneria to take a look at that.
It does.
Potentially buying level 2 spells there, or level 2... Yeah, so when I was going to make my choices about level 2 spells...
Well, the only level 2 spell that they had was Pain. And Poisona.
Yeah, but again...
Well, have we...
Well, we haven't gone to the White Magic level 2 store here yet.
Let's say.
This has the
We haven't
Saber,
checked the White Magic yet.
which would be an improvement for my Venom
Everyone?
Dagger. Which, okay.
Like regular dagger, but Venom.
Falchion
I'm presuming...
also could be used for my Ranger, but still weaker than the Axe, as I'm noticing here. The Broadsword, also weaker than the Axe.
Yeah.
Man, Ranger
And the
still have
axe.
the weapon options, I'll say that. And then
Yeah,
the
why
axe.
is the Falchion and the Broadsword if they're...
The Axe is
Oh,
stronger
the axe might not...
than the Broadsword, and it costs less.
Probably less accurate.
That might be it.
Mm.
So for the Paladin, I'll just keep him with the Axe, but I'd probably be best off buying a Falchion or a Broadsword for my a sword
Falchion is the most expensive.
that widens towards
Strangely enough.
Broadsword, sword with a wide double-edged blade. Well, I can't afford either of them, but I'm curious
No.
if, like, they have what the attribute differences are.
Look, I could look it up, but I don't
But
know
again,
if that would
this
be
is a
accurate to
modified
any...
game, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of money grinding for like something that might get replaced as soon as we get to the Elf Town.
Yes. Probably will.
There's the White Magic Shop. Alright, we have Heal. Restores a little HP to all allies. Okay, so Heal in this game is group
lame.
heal, group HP. Still useful. Null Shock. Reduces lightning damage by half.
Eh.
Null Blaze, same thing. Cura, which you can't get yet. And then Mute, which almost never succeeds. So,
Which status effects are almost never
it
useful.
looks like there's only 3 spells per rank.
No. I thought there were normally
Normally
4
there's
spells
4,
of every rank.
but we've seen only 3 white magics, and we've seen only 3 black magics for rank 2.
This is true.
And some of these spells are different than previous spells. Which may have been part of the balancing thing of like, look, you can just buy all 3 and you don't have to worry about choosing a 4th spell.
Yep.
Or potentially removing... Okay, no, I'm not talking to you guys. I don't want to trigger that fight just yet. Not a
You don't
coward.
want
I
to
just
fight
like to see them
a
dying. I
Green
don't
Hole
like it.
Pirate?
It's not that we're afraid. It's that we see more dying. We don't want to. Iron armor for 1,000. Jeez.
Jeez.
Damn. Nothing else here of help. Oh, helm. Regular old helms for 250. Glad I didn't buy those leather caps. And bronze gloves. Ah, some of them. Oh no, because 2 of my party members can't even use them. So I did have value by buying those.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I don't want to spend all my money on that either. I do want to sell some stuff though. Here's a spare leather glove. And here's a spare hammer. Yeah, they're worth nothing. That's okay.
Yeah, your party, your wizards and the master can't use the helm or the bronze.
Gloves. Yeah. They point to the sage being a very inexpensive party member. Other than.
Well, I'm sure the other wizards are going to be exactly.
Yeah, the pure mages will be exactly the same. Alright, what's our time looking like? 30 more minutes. Alright.
Oh, you're going to
I gotta be leaving by around 3:15.
Alright.
So if I can wrap up around the 3 o'clock-ish mark, I'd be good. Oh, the part is the name is named Bick, or Bicky. You got cannonballs of steel to be... Alright, hold on, I got this pirate voice. Yar, matey, there we go. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taken on, the great pirate Bicky. Keel haul 'em, boys. Aye, aye, Captain. We make their bones so go crunch. Now time to murder some pirates. Ooh, a buccaneer and pirates. Oh man, this is...
So, there you go.
2 buccaneers.
Not laughing now, are you?
To be exact. Now I'm wishing I had pain.
Screen full of pirates.
Oh god, lightning, my only weakness.
Yeah, we do a lot more things than just lightning.
And I could say the
Also
same thing if I
fire.
lit them on fire. So,
Ice. Being stabbed really, really hard.
and that is very effective against most things. You guys robbed me from there. How dare you?
Ugh.
That's burning. Yeah, let's do it. One pirate and one buccaneer left.
Yep.
Oh! Crap. Nope. That was a bad choice. Oh! Falls down to 4 HP.
Well,
Rapier.
you know, not quite dead.
I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want ye to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? You obtained a ship.
Yep, now we have the ship. We can go most places.
Yeah. It'll be more places as the game progresses.
Yes. But we still need the airship and the canoe.
Yep. And then someone's gonna make the reference, oh, are you gonna do the tent on the canoe? And I'm like, I guess I could. I think I'm gonna take the time to buy a wee bit of magic. So I may as well get Blizzard for my Sage. Don't really need Slow, because it'll almost never come up. And I can't use level 3s yet. So. And over here for White Magic. Heal would be good, because it's a whole party heal. And Null Shock doesn't matter, and we can't use level 3 yet. So. Ooh. I could also potentially buy my red mage. Or my, that might be a good thing to also do. It's gonna be expensive. It'll burn out most of my money, but now my ranger can also use heal. How much does my ranger have as a whole? Cure and heal. That's all you need. We'll get new weaponry at the next town and for new armor at the next town as well. But I want to get back to Corneria so I can grab the level 2 magics there.
You just want Poisina and pain.
Yeah.
You didn't really want to cause someone pain. Someone or something pain.
Wow. What happened to my encounter rate? The game forget that there's ocean battles?
Yes.
Also get that spare rapier I can sell real quick. Range up to 90 gil. Not even enough to buy, I think, either spell. I want 20 for Poisona. You're right, there are 4 level 1s here. That's right, and 180.
Yes.
So it means there has to be one more level 2 that is not available. Wait, unless we could have scrolled down on those. I don't think we could, though.
I don't think so.
Nope. Well, I cannot afford Pain or Poisona, so we'll have to come back here at a later date. Let's go meet some elves. There we go, now we get attacked. Oh no, Sahagins! Legally distinct Sahagins. Actually, not legally distinct, they're the ship stolen from Final Fantasy, because... not Final Fantasy. They're stolen from,
Yeah, man. Damn Final Fantasy, always stealing from Final Fantasy.
Yeah. They're stolen from Dungeons & Dragons. Because I believe that's where Sahagins originate from. Kind of crushed them like they were nothing. 32 gil, not too shabby. Chill music here.
Which is why instead of Sahagin, I prefer the term Deep One.
Rivers there.
Because that is legally distinct. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. It's just stolen from Lovecraft.
Yeah. new content, which means we could get insta-kill. Oh, ogres and stuff. Like these things. Guess Blizzard for the first time. Ooh, he missed.
Hey, it's an ogre!
We fought them a couple times, but...
Yeah.
Free potion!
I just finally looked it over.
Oh.
Because I was messing with something else.
Okay, well, let's just double check my chat. Oh god.
No, there's nothing new in the chat.
Oh good, we're all gonna get poisoned. This will be so much fun.
That's what you got poison for.
We're getting completely... Oh god, they're not even poisoned. Worse, they're stunned.
Oh god. At least you're right next to the town, so if you survive, you can heal.
Nope. I was making that comment about we could get insta-killed on this continent. I wasn't joking.
You are?
I got super unlucky with my enemy encounter. The problem is, without money, like... So probably what would mean would be I'd be better off grinding in the ocean for a bit.
Yes.
Possibly learning pain. And then, looks like it's the Black Widows that deal with the damage here. By the way, the Warriors of Light just destroyed by a group of spiders.
Hey,
which is
to be
why
fair,
we have that famous line
they are
from
giant squid.
But that's also the reason why we have the famous line from FDR. We have nothing to fear except spiders.
This is true, he did say that.
So he's most famous for saying.
Yeah.
In their defense, spiders, yeah, can kill humans pretty easily.
But only if you're in Australia.
Yeah. No, Black Widows and
Brown
Recluses
really...
are pretty badass in terms of the damage they can do.
Yeah, Brown Recluses too. But it's no funnel web.
This is true. Listen to chill music and what's my money? I'm at 188. I am at 189. I can afford pain. Let's do it. Let's bring the pain. That way.
Let's watch it do like no damage because it's a hit all.
Yeah, I know, but it'll make me feel good and say pain. Just like popular Batman character who yells his name all the time.
The Batman character yells his name all the time.
Yeah, Bane.
I'm talking about Calendar Man?
And Calendar Man, they're also best known for yelling their names all the time.
Look, I'm trying to... Oh, no, there we go. I can have one more obscure, the Penny Pilferer. I can go more obscure.
Move! Townspeople are just getting in the way. Guys, we're light stuff to do. Stop blocking the exit.
Oh, so you bought all your level 3 spells?
I haven't bought any level 3 spells yet. I can't even use them.
No, but I said you already bought all your level 2 spells.
Yes, Pain became the last of level 2 spells. Are you kidding? Come on! Oh my god, I need to like just cut this and just use this as a meme or something.
As a meme or something.
The person will not leave the exit.
No. I know. I could hear your exasperation, and I can.
There, I solved
See
it
it
by going into a
happening.
building and leaving a building, but still, that was stupid.
It's kind of funny.
Okay, Big Eyes and Shark.
If I remember correctly, sharks give a lot of EXPs.
They do, but they're also strong. That's okay. I got thunder for that purpose. Killer off. 24 gil though, but yeah, good amount of XP right there.
Yeah, sharks give good
And
experience.
he's still stunned, because that's how this game works.
That's how this game works.
And we are out of magic too, so we can get back to town. So it doesn't matter. Man, this sheer amount of status ailments in this game.
There's a lot.
Adjusted your difficulty. What have you done with it? We've decided to...
We made status effects more common. They're already too common. Yeah, we made them more
another
common.
more. Deal with it. Take the risk again. Let's do it. Do I get jumped by 1,000 spiders, or do we actually... No, a bunch of wolves. I can handle that. This
Not 9 of 1,000 spiders.
finally allows me to bring the pain.
Okay, but how much pain does it actually bring?
We're gonna find out. $46 damage to everything. It was enough to kill the entire remainder of the group. And we gain levels.
Ah, that's not bad.
And as he levels up, it'll get more powerful because that's how magic works. Love him. Man, I hope you guys need to go do some random thing. Please help out Prince.
Oh yeah, they need you to go get a thing so you can kill a dark elf.
Technically, yeah, that is exactly what they need to do. Long Swad at 1600. Rune Blade, which is weaker than the axe. It's also 8,000.
How much damage does the axe do?
Crosier, which is finally a weapon my Sage can use, because it's a bishop staff.
Because it's a better staff.
Yeah, 700 though.
Hey,
Power Staff at 1200.
Well, that's because the power staff gives, like, other additional buffs.
Says drains magic energy. Does that mean I steal magic from other enemies, or does it mean I lose magic as I go? Iron Nunchuck, Mithril Knife. Kotetsu. Jeez, there's some expensive weapons here. That's our church. Ooh, warp. Transports party to last floor. Oh, okay, that's super useful.
That's still
And the
useful.
level 4 magics are here. So... yeah. I can't even use level 3 magic yet, so... oh wait, did the new level change that? Nope.
No. Which your level 3 is going to be Fyra, Thundra, and Warp.
What else we got here? Bard's Tunic. Useful for my two non-combatant types. Magical Robes.
Ooh, the Cradle
Both of them can
Robes.
use-
Magical.
Watchman's Mail. Iron Shield. Why is the buckler more expensive than the Iron Shield?
Probably because it adds evasion?
Possibly. Elven Cloak, which has the shield emblem next to it. 24,000. The helm is still sold here. And the feathered cap.
Yeah,
Oh,
feather cap.
feathered cap. And steel gloves. Which my... And the bronze glove, so... Yeah, now we're starting to see some differentiation in terms of what people can equip, but it's all crazy
Yes.
expensive.
Well, the Elven Cloak appears to be the only shield that our wizards can equip.
Mm-hmm. Again, for like rebalancing and stuff, I do appreciate that. Fucking white magic shop.
Because it gives them a shield.
Yeah. Our prince was meant to become the Elf King. What? I never know. Blink Chakra. Mystic Chi restores HP. Huh.
Oh,
And
okay.
Meditate.
Wait. Again, I'm a little bit behind. So, can Chakra be given to the martial artists?
Yeah, only Monk, because Monk has access to white magic.
Yeah.
Monk and Enchanter, yeah. Paladin cannot use it, Ranger cannot use it, and Battle Mage cannot use it.
Interesting.
So, man,
Is it a self heal?
it sounds like it.
Weird.
I'm
And then meditate is, and meditate's also monk
Only monk.
only, and meditate just
only the Monk.
raises accuracy and attack. That's
Okay, monks are getting
Okay.
much more interesting in terms of what they can do now that we're seeing the higher level spells.
yes. My monk can self buff. That's
Oh, Battle
interesting.
Mages can use Blink.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they'd have to have a level 1 slot open for it, but my point is that Battle Mages can actually use it. That's interesting.
Everyone except for the paladin can use it.
Yeah.
Paladins
Focus,
cannot raise
Hubble,
their own
and Key
evasion.
Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Mystical Punch on one foe. Monk and Ninja only.
Okay.
And Key Strike. Dim Mock, the Touch of Death.
Oh my god, the dim mock! Okay, that
Level
means something to me, because I love... But that means nothing to you. Okay,
Yeah.
so you know about Death Sport. No, is it Death Sport? Bloodsport. You know about Bloodsport, right?
Yes.
That Bloodsport is based off the tales of one guy who was a horrible, martial arts fraud
Yes.
and would come up with these hyper-elaborate stories.
Mhm.
He's also the inventor of the Dimbok, the Touch of Death.
Oh, I'm sure. That guy is my college best friend
Yes.
level of storyteller.
No, he's more. It is Chris Redfield. I was part of every armed forces level of nonsense that he spewed.
I want to point out that this.
I love learning about these martial arts frauds, and I think it's quite hilarious. And to have the Dimbok be referenced fills me with joy. Oh.
At least they're having fun when they're making this.
Yeah, they were. Frank Duck.
Dukes. Just the
Duck
name of the character in the
Francis
movie.
John Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they call him
Jean
Ducks in
Claude
the
Van
movie, and
Damme.
he's like, it's pronounced Dukes.
Dukes. Yep. Which, I believe that is the, I believe that is the name of the actual person.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Next, they got Jean Claude
It's him,
Van
and then
Damme to
whoever
play
the
it.
other martial arts fraud was, the one who can like knock someone over by touching them lightly.
There's a surprising amount.
But I like the phrase martial arts fraud. That actually fills me with joy.
Yes.
Ghasts this early in the game.
I love learning about martial arts frauds. They're hilarious.
Free chainmail. Cool. Sell that. Oh, it's a... Let's stop here. Actually, is that or is that... No, that's from the other direction. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Alright, I'll have to wrap up. What's our money at? 200 and some. But man, now learning about this kind of stuff is putting me into a position of like, there's so much more. I feel like more things I need to think about when producing a team. Because knowing that they made some of the black magic and white magic just straight up martial arts based magics completely changes how I view the ninja and the monk.
Was Hashida Kin the guy who did the I can kill someone without touching them?
Yeah, something like that.
Might have been Hashida Kin. There's a surprising amount, and I find learning about them utterly fascinating.
Yep.
I'm so happy that's in there. It's so stupid.
Like, that's the one I tried. It's so good. Like, I'm gonna be late. Just because I'm trying to find this stupid town.
Yeah. And you still have about 8 minutes left.
And 3 leather gloves. Alright, there's the town. I'm just gonna save by it. Alright, can I save inside the town? Let's find out. I can. Oh, well there we go. I need to grind more, get more cash monies. But you know what? For testing out a ROM with new character classes and stuff, and to know that they did way more than just, okay, we've just renamed a few things or brought in classes that weren't originally in the game. It's like, oh, by the way...
there's actually new spells and
so now,
items.
Like, are there going to be unique paladin spells later on where it's going to be like, hey, you
don't
get
know.
Holy Strike and stuff like that? Well, Paladins just has access to level 1 right now, but like, still.
Yeah.
Oh man, rebuilding a team based on like this new knowledge. Like, I kind of want to go further in the game just to find out, but this is not a particularly well-balanced
Find
team
out
at all.
more of like what all is involved, and then come back around.
Yeah. Because I would have kept the ninja if I knew that he was going to get unique ninja magic.
Yes. Give him the Dinmok. And Frank Duck. And Frank. And,
The Sage itself is not too bad.
Not terrible. Better than I thought it would be.
But it's that weird position of like having a archmage or having a priest would probably be just the focus
Better.
is still probably better. But when you have a team of 4, you really got to think through like what you really want in your team comp, especially when you have access to stuff like those martial arts magics. Which, as much as I like the master, being able to have a monk or a ninja in that slot might be more
really
useful.
powerful. And since there's more weapons they can equip than just the nunchucks.
Yeah. And I'm sure a monk will eventually get its speed up or whatever high enough to be able to do the multi-strikes like the master can do kind of from the get-go. But again, it separates them into what type of martial artist do you want to use.
Yes.
The ninja probably has the better magical power. You probably have the monk as the middle ground.
The ninjas appear to be more offensive, or is the No, actually, I think they could both.
We haven't tested the monk, so we don't know how the monk specifically fights.
Yes.
But when we saw stuff like the Gotetsu, and I'm like, oh wow, we got katanas for our samurai, for our ninja.
Our ninja. I think the monk could also use it.
The master might be able to use it as well, yeah.
Yeah, I know the master could. So my brain automatically goes to the probably the monk as well.
So it just depends kind of where you want your focus to go on that whole thing. Versus a fighter versus the paladin, I have yet to see anything that makes the paladin feel like, versus just having the pure knight for just the pure brute force in armor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if the paladin is weaker than, although the axe has been carrying the paladin for a while, which is a glitch? Question mark.
I don't know. While we're on this, can we just go into inventory?
Yeah. Hold on. Try and remove it. Move. Whip. Axe is 20.
Jeez.
Wait, hold on. It doesn't have any detriment to accuracy at all.
Then what?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Calling for cemetery. Oh, I thought I saw the rapier in there.
Maybe some of the other weapons have bonuses to
accuracy or something like that, yeah.
Because I would assume the rune sword has some sort of bonus.
Anti-magic, because it says it has anti-magic.
Yeah.
But alright, this was a fun experiment, and I also learned a little bit more of how to run stuff on YouTube, and we'll see what the aftermath of this is, if I can just keep this as a little stream loaded somewhere, or if I have to turn this into a unique video. I don't really see a point in keeping this as a unique video, per se, because I think if I replay this game, I might just off-stream go a little bit further, just for the sake of potentially exploration, and try out more of the classes, as we have currently tried 7 of the 12 classes at this point.
Yes.
Because I used the paladin in 2 different runs, which I probably shouldn't have done.
This is correct.
Whatever.
Probably. But what would we replace the paladin with?
I just would have just used the regular fighter. The problem with the knight is that I know exactly how the knight's going to function because it's a knight.
Yes.
So, it doesn't feel like I need to be tested. But now that I know that the monk is different, I'm curious about that. I'm assuming the priest and the archmage are essentially just the white mage, black mage equivalents.
Black mage.
So we got 3 classes, and the thief is. But the question now is, does the thief have something more unique, or is it just basically just good at running away?
Or are they going to have like some sort of absurd like accuracy and crit bonus?
Yeah. And the problem is those little things in the stats are hard to tell just because of how the game's stat system is designed.
Yes.
But I would like the thief to be better than it is in the original game. As much as I think the ninja's
original. The thief exists for one purpose and one purpose only: to be used for the purpose of running away.
Yes, and as a ninja, it's just even better at that. But it can deal better damage against some weak black magic, which is
Deal good
super
damage
not
again
useful at
as
the
a
end of that
ninja.
game. So
And deal good damage as a ninja, but not nowhere near enough as a knight can.
The ninja's just not that great. It's just cool to have a ninja on the party, but it's not that great.
Now with the access to dark magic.
Well, it has access to dark magic in the original, but by the time you get to that point in the game, and he has access to like the first 3 or 4 levels of magic, it's not supremely useful outside of very selective circumstances.
Now with access to dark magic from the beginning of the game.
And unique stuff, like the dim knock and chakra and stuff like that.
The dim knock. Yeah.
Him having the access to just self-heal, could be...
I don't think the ninja got access to the chakra.
I thought he did.
No, I don't think so. I think that was Monk and Enchanter, I want to say.
Yeah, maybe it was Monk and Enchanter. The Enchanter's an interesting take, because it's just like a white mage. It's not full paladin, but it's not a fragile white mage either. It's kind of a little bit of an in-between.
No, which seems to be what the classes are.
Yeah. Is the specializes in a thing, is kind of the balanced, and it specializes on the other half. So the attack specialist and the mage specialist with the little bit of each in the middle.
Yep.
I find the ranger to be kind of useless. I'm not seeing him to be particularly a practical character. Like, I'd rather just have...
Ranger was fun to play with. You get to see what the sprite looks like, but they're fine.
Yeah. I feel the sage is better.
They're fast. That's a nice bonus, is that they're fast.
He is fast. But if I needed my Omni Mage, I think the Sage would just be better. It gets the spells.
Honestly, I think an interesting challenge run would be 4 Rangers. Because they're fast, and they can equip most everything.
Yes. And then you could say, okay, Bill will be my White Mage, and Sam will be my Black Mage, and
then I'll have this. Then I'll have give one will be my fighter, and one will basically be my jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
And with that bonus speed that they get, and the HP, notice that the Ranger's the only other one in 100 HP. It would keep our...
I have 3 characters in 100 HP. But he has more HP than the Master does, at the same level.
The
Paladin's tanky as all else.
Wizards, which keep the Wizards alive.
Yep.
And the speed would be really useful for fighters.
Yeah. Definitely something to think about. I'm glad this is a mod that's actually good. So balance of souls or whatever that was called, I think it's actually a really cool change on the game. Well, the game itself is still the same. It just, hey, let's change up the classes and adjust the difficulty and the equipables. I appreciate it. It's good work. All right.
I want to get further in, see what happens when we get to New Town, see if there's Paladin-specific spells.
Yeah.
See what happens when we meet Bahamut.
Yeah. I feel like I could get that far with this team. It's just going to be difficult at certain points.
Yes.
The volcano specifically is what I'm worried about.
I mean, we can do Bahamut before the volcano.
No, you can't, because you need... Oh, no, I guess you can. As soon as you get the airship, you can do Bahamut.
Yeah.
So, and that just requires doing the ice cave, which isn't that hard. You just need the canoe, and then you can go to the ice cave.
It requires doing the water. No. You get the canoe to go to the waterfall.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could conceivably get that far with this team. I don't know. Something to think about. I don't think I'm going to get anyone on the channel demanding to see more, considering I had 2 people in the chat. But overall, this was a fun experiment. I'm glad I did it. As stressful as it was trying to get this all started, it is what it is. And maybe we can attempt some more streaming a little later tonight. There's actually something I was considering doing. I was told that Universal Studios did a weird Dungeons and Dragons walkthrough thing, and there's video footage of it. And while I'm not super into the whole React tubing, I will say this feels like something we could React tube to and have a good time with.
Probably.
Alternatively, I also wouldn't mind to do something where we both watch Backstroke of the West. Now, I couldn't stream the Backstroke of the West here, but I could stream where it's you and I talking while it is playing in the background in a way that we probably won't get in trouble.
Yes.
And that might be fun to do because of this whole May the 4th garbage stuff that always annoys me.
Oh yeah, there's something about that.
Yeah.
Sort of war day or something.
Yeah. Disney took a perfectly fine birthday and decided to screw it up. So, and
Disney
like the
does that
line
with a
from
lot.
Office Space, why should I change? He's the one who sucks. So, all right, I need to go and get ready to visit the other brother and my nephews. So until next time, thank you for watching. There will be a new G-Quax review on Wednesday and a new Battletech video next week. And until then, I'll see you at the tavern.
At the tavern.
Never get it right.
I think that's going to become a running joke.
Yep. Let's see. Stop streaming. Boop. All right. That was an experience.
It was, but it was a good one.
Really, really like this. Oh, wait. Is it not off? There's a little box came here. You will not be able to reconnect